Hello, everyone, and welcome to June's episode of Hangar Talks. I want to first give a huge thank you for 264 subscribers. I am, again, just blown away by the amount of people that are following on and listening to these episodes, because, again, this is a niche topic. This isn't exactly, say, sports or video games. I am returning from a dentist appointment, so I might talk a little funny. Half of my face is still numb, but I owe you guys a Hangar Talk, so let's get to it. I've got a bulletin list of general questions from the comments, and some general questions you people probably have in the back of your minds but haven't actually commented yet. So, first off, there was a comment discussion on the P51 regarding whether or not the P51B or D was faster. Now, originally, my conception was that the P51D was faster because it was more technologically advanced and had better airframe improvements. Upon digging into it, however, I actually found that the P51B is faster by 2 miles per hour at 25,000 feet. So, technically, they actually have the same speed, because 2 miles per hour, that doesn't really matter much. That could change depending on air conditions. Digging into it some more, I found that the advantage the P51B supposedly has was not because it was less draggy as one person was claiming, but because it weighed less by about 200 pounds. The drag of both aircraft is actually almost identical, though if you want to be really specific, the P51B technically has a lower drag force by a very, very small amount. So, I am human, and I can be wrong, and I apologize. Again, I am not a professional expert. I am just a dude who really likes aircraft and really loves talking about them. I am by no means like a historian with access to entire archives and stuff. I just have me, my computer, and the internet, as well as a vast reservoir of knowledge from my passion of this topic. 2. Does a bubble canopy actually reduce drag? This is something that I dug into because I had both claimed in the P51 and P47 video that a bubble canopy helped reduce drag of the aircraft. Does it? Well, not really. I was under the misimpression that it did due to a previous misconception about airflow around World War II canopies. Digging into it, there actually seems to be some argument that it actually increases drag by a small amount, though any disadvantage provided is minute in comparison to the visibility of advantage given. That's why everyone uses bubble canopies nowadays. But it's also why you see a lot of race planes and stuff using non-bubble canopies and using, like, turtle deck canopies or however it's pronounced. 3. Can I speak slower? Sadly, not really, as that would increase video length by a considerable amount, to the point where I'd be reaching 7 or 8 minutes long. Maybe 10 if it's a particularly well-documented aircraft like the BF-109. I did try experimenting speaking slower with the P-47, but I could not. I had to either sacrifice a lot of information in order to speak slower and get that information out within the 5-minute mark, or it was speak fast and get all the information out in 5 minutes. Because I am trying to keep these as close to 5 minutes as possible. 5 minutes and 59 seconds? Still good. 6 minutes and 30 seconds? Not really 5 minutes anymore. How many episodes are there going to be per season? Right now I'm aiming for about roughly 10, though some seasons may have a special episode depending on the topic or if it's a special occasion/date. Will I cover insert plane name here? Possibly. If there's enough about it to warrant creating an episode, and if I can fit it into my list of aircraft, then most likely, yes. Someone asked earlier if I would be covering the Whirlaway, and looking into it, yeah, there's enough, so I'll be covering the Whirlaway when I get around to the RAF and her Commonwealth. Why did I start with the U.S. Air Force instead of, say, the RAF or Luftwaffe? The U.S. Army Air Force, as it was known back then, is the Air Force I am most familiar with and includes a lot of aircraft that other nations such as the UK and USSR used via Lend-Lease, meaning I can still talk about the VVS and Commonwealth Air Force even though I'm covering American aircraft, something not so true when talking about German or British aircraft as they didn't export their fighters as much as America did. Alright, I'll call it there for now. P38 video is about half done, script is recorded, and I got some footage. I just need to find time to sit down and actually put it together. Got a lot of IRL stuff working right now, so I might be delayed in getting it out, might not. Should at the very least be out before 4th of July. Thank you all very much for your patronage, and I look forward to seeing you in the next episode. Bye-bye!